From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from L.A. Devin.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They're set now on second down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to fourth down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And a nice return out of it. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now for Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete. Coverage by Max Melton.
Now Herbert to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. And a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. McConkey's got it again. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
25-yard line.
That one's complete. Amari on Hampton.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
All right, so we'll go pistol set here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Draw play here, Hampton. And he's in for the touchdown.
Their year sure begins on a high note, and they'll begin with a win too, Kate, if they can put more drives like that one together. Not how you start, it's about how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
That one splits the uprights. And he's going to start the year 1 for 1 as they take a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. Their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Handoff now to Love. Escapes the defender. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. That's going to give Arizona the first.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
First down from the 42. They go play action. It's Brissett. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Love gets it. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, it's Brissett. You can't find a connection on second down. That incompletion means it is third down.
I'm an offensive coordinator in the NFL. Sitting in our team meeting, he would say, listen, my job is to get you a one-on-one. Your job is to win it. Well, that time the defense, they're paid to win battles too, and he got the job done defensively.
And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So on fourth down, Cardinals calling on Chad Riley to attempt this field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Herbert now off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Hampton on the pitch. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in the block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. To throw, Herbert. It is, he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete. And the defense forces fourth down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now, Brissett. Jump off, caught by his back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Brissett to throw it. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that's going to make it first down Cardinals. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at first down here. Here's a give right side to Love. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's a give to Love. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's...
mistake, Kate. It's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get nowhere.
It's away and not a great kick, angling right toward the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that is good for a Chargers 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Throw is there for Arondé Ganson. And no yak this time. They got on him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 1st and 10 from the 32. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Has it at the 7. And he is in with the dive. Touchdown, Chargers. Brennan Thompson, his 1st career touchdown on his 1st career catch. And it's no good. Floated too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT. After the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Here's Duvernay on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready 1st and 10. Love from the pistol. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
They're set to throw on 2nd down. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
On the give, here's Love. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
3rd and long for him here. Throw right side, cut by Wilson. And he needed just a little bit more, didn't he? Got most of it. The stop is made in time for his 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Straight ahead this time with Love. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on fourth, but now they're headed off after they turned it over on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none.
And give them about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. And dose of the hurry up here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41.
Now Herbert on 2nd down. Catch made left side by McConkey. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to make it 1st down Chargers. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Intercepted in the end zone. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Brissett looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. That's Ganson, right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offensive line fast. On 2nd down, Herbert dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled for no gain. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Herbert. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
They snap it to Herbert. Left side complete. Gaston has it. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
I know, Kate, on the stat sheet, that failure is going to go on the guy catching the pass, but to me, that's really about the play call and the execution. You just can't have that on 4th down.
Now it's Brissett. In trouble, and he's going to go down. Hit back at his own 9. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
And that is what we call a stat stuffer. First, Kate, he picks it up, and then he gets into the backfield and gets home for the sack, and now he is just feeling it. He's thinking to himself, today is my day, and let me tell you, as a former quarterback, you don't want any defender ever thinking of playing with that confidence.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Going play action here. Brissett. Look at that power. Deep left side. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. We're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable, and I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your receiver, if I'm going to take this shot, it's your ball or nobody's ball.
It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And that is good for Cardinals' 1st down.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. So a rarity for anyone playing penalty bingo. It's a kickoff out of bounds and some great field position starting out. So first down from the 41. Play action now for Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
It's Hampton on second. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They'll air it out on third. Gets it downfield on target to Getson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A big play there for the Chargers. 33 yards.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 20.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
They're after him, and they're going to take him down way behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat getting his first sack of the year here in week 1. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Herbert now sends this to the end zone. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces fourth down. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This a 54-yarder. The distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And their lead will remain at 13.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Here's Brissett. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Wow, wide open here. Complete. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that's going to be a Los Angeles first down.
22 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1. As their medical staff heads out to check on him. To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Quentin Johnston with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Love now up the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Running here, it's Love. And he's hauled down just beyond the line, but that's all they needed. Just a single yard for that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Here's Beck. That's low and bounces short of his man.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Second down now, it's back. Harrison secures this left side. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Complete to number 18, Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a gain of 48 yards. And
all set now, first and 10. From the red zone on first. Was right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Second down, here's the snap to Beck. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jeremiah Love. His first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? Ryland's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead down just a bit. Now at 12.
19. Cardinals 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. They'll go left side with Hampton. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another for Hampton on second. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down. A great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Kate, I think both sides feeling the sting of that one. That offensive player is going to feel that one, not just in the moment, but tomorrow. But the defense, they feel a little worse, too, after that play, giving up the first down.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
Incomplete.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Chased out to his right. finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. The Cards bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Herbert to throw. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. So out now comes the punter. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Beck. Dump off, caught by his back. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Beck. Throw right side, cut by Wilson. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. That's going to give Arizona the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Back to the air. This one quickly to Harrison. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that's going to make it 1st down Cardinals. Offense going audible this time.
1st down Cardinals.
The snap to Beck. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
One score is just, well, it's not going to be enough. I think we can look at the scoreboard and know that. So the pace is going to pick up, and I think you're going to see more and more of those shots deep down the field, Kate.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Man over the middle, it's Johnston. And he's taken down at the 30. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Shotgun gig to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Ready.
To the air, Lance. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, third down. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down.
Incomplete.
Cameron Dicker out for the Chargers now to attempt this field goal. It's a 48-yard look for him.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that keeps the lead at 12.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. Now back. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Back from the gun. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
Keeps away from one. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that is good for Cardinals first down.
A gain of 18.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Into the hands of Harrison. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Arizona.
To throw, it's back. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 12.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter first and 5. That throwing. Firing end zone, and this is hauled in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. And I'll start out with Hampton. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2. Gosh, this is going to be so demoralizing, Brock, to know that this offense probably just going to pound the rock from here on out, and you can't really do a thing to stop them.
That's what they're hoping for, and that's really what all those body blows through the first 3 quarters should pay these kind of dividends when it matters the most.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On the counter, it's Hampton. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Defense gets there after a gain of 5, and that gives LA the first. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Hampton now up the middle. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30. Now, a few outcomes better than that for an offense protecting a lead in this fourth quarter.
Can I be honest with you for a second, Kate?
Please do, yeah.
I think a lot of my negative grades in the run game was because in moments like this, I wanted to watch the action.
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. Finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there. There are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And that drops this lead down to 5. So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And this kick is covered by the Chargers, and that should sump this game away. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. All set to go now from the 35. Now an inside give to Hampton. And they're going to have the first down. Nice chunk of yards there, getting about 17 of them.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
They're going to pass it here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone block, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume we got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red.
Lance in trouble, and they drop him. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Lining up for one final snap.
Here we go. Going red. Black. 6. Mega.
He'll look to throw it. He's in trouble, and they're going to get to him again. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake